Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today, we want to talk about an important topic: how to save your pet's life in an emergency. Emergencies can happen at any time, and being prepared can make all the difference. So let's dive into 4 ways you can save your pet's life in an emergency. Number 1. Pet CPR. Have you ever wondered what to do if your dog suddenly collapsed in the middle of the park? Would you know how to give your pet the best chance of survival? Many people in this situation would panic, or possibly try to adapt what they know about giving human CPR. However, dogs aren't quite like us, although the process is very similar. If your dog has stopped breathing, performing CPR will increase your dog's chances of survival. Learn Pet CPR. Just like human CPR, Pet CPR can help restart the heart and breathing in an emergency. If your pet is not breathing, you will need to perform rescue breathing. First, lay your pet on their side and clear their mouth of any obstructions. Then, close their mouth and breathe into their nose until you see their chest rise. For smaller pets, you can do this with your mouth directly over their nose and mouth. If your pet's heart has stopped, you will need to perform chest compressions. Place your hands over your pet's heart and compress their chest about 1 inch every few seconds. It's important to learn proper pet CPR techniques from a trained professional and to practice regularly. Call the vet as soon as possible. Number 2. Pet's First Aid Kit. Make a pet first aid kit. A pet first aid kit can help you quickly and effectively treat your pet's injuries in an emergency. Some essentials to include in your kit are gauze, adhesive tape, antiseptic wipes, a digital thermometer, and scissors. You should also include any medications your pet needs, as well as their medical records and contact information for their veterinarian. Keep your pet first aid kit in a readily accessible location in your home, and make sure everyone in your household knows where it is. If your pet is bleeding, it is a priority to stop the blood coming out. Therefore, knowing how to correctly control bleeding and to bandage the wound are invaluable skills. It is not a priority to clean the wound. Ideally, all wounds should be seen by a vet. If your dog was bitten by another dog, it is imperative to get it seen by a professional, as bites often have jagged edges and are extremely prone to infection. Do not apply the bandage too tightly. If you are bandaging the lower limb, you should cover the foot, but you must ensure that you check the paw regularly to ensure that it is not swelling. If you have any concerns, call the vet. Avoid the bandage getting wet, as this will make it tighter and can lead to the wound becoming infected. Number 3. Understand common signs of emergency to act efficiently. Know the signs of common pet emergencies. Being able to recognize the signs of an emergency can help you take action quickly and potentially save your pet's life. If you are worried, always call your vet for advice. A key point for first aid is learning to recognize an emergency. Some common pet emergencies include choking, heat stroke, poisoning, and seizures. Signs of choking include coughing, gagging, and difficulty breathing. If your pet is overheated, they may pant excessively, become lethargic, or collapse. Signs of poisoning can vary depending on the substance ingested, but may include vomiting, diarrhea, seizures, and difficulty breathing. During a seizure, your pet may lose consciousness, convulse, or appear disoriented. Knowing these signs and seeking veterinary care immediately can help your pet receive prompt treatment. Know the key indicators to look out for so that you can act quickly. It is always useful to keep a close eye on your dog so that you can spot any subtle changes early on. Any changes in your pet's behavior, however small, can be an indicator that something is wrong. These changes can include those in appetite, bowel movements, and even smell can indicate that there is something seriously wrong with your pet. Know the key indicators to look out for so that you can act quickly. Early identification and intervention. If you spot potential problems, can prevent minor ailments developing into more serious issues. Number 4. Proper emergency plan. Finally, have an emergency plan in place. In an emergency, you may not have time to figure out what to do. Having an emergency plan in place can help you act quickly and efficiently. Make sure you have a list of emergency contacts, including your veterinarian's phone number and the number for an emergency veterinary hospital. Keep a carrier or leash nearby to transport your pet safely. Prepare a pet emergency kit that includes food, water, medications, first aid supplies, and important documents such as vaccination records, identification, and a recent photo of your pet. Store the kit in a waterproof container and make sure it is easily accessible in case you need to evacuate. If you need to evacuate your home, have a designated meeting place and a plan for transporting your pet. Practice your emergency plan with your family and pets so everyone knows what to do in case of an emergency. Make sure you have copies of your pet's vaccination records, medical history, and any medications they take. Keep these records in a waterproof container and make sure they're easily accessible in an emergency. We hope these 4 tips help you feel more prepared to save your pet's life in an emergency. Remember to stay calm, act quickly, and seek veterinary care as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for more helpful pet care tips.